Kier from Odessa. Okay, let's play e5 against e4. d4. So that's a center counter, or center game it's called. And then he's trying to play a Danish gambit. I'm going to disrupt it with the move d5. The Danish gambit is not too scary, but there are certain lines that are kind of annoying. So let's see, if I take the pawn, if I hit the queen, he takes here. How does this go? How am I supposed to play this? I take, he takes the queen, I take back. I'm not sure. I guess I need to look this up in the opening book. Well, maybe this is just equality for black. Maybe that's the idea here. Although I have, I mean, there should be some pull for white because I have exposed my king a bit. And, well, the knight can't come to c3, though. That's the point. So he can't play knight c3 to one of these squares and coordinate on c7. So I can block that bishop immediately. I think I need to play actively to avoid getting caught with my king in the center. And we can just trade off his active pieces, then I should be okay. Let's see. So let's defend that with the f-pawn. I guess I could have played knight f6 too. But I kind of wanted to get that pawn in front. Wanted to get in front there. So where is he looking? He's looking at these dark squares. Let's come over here. So if I play bishop to, oh, he's just going to keep attacking that. And I can't defend it. That's true. How annoying. Bishop here hits the knight, so he takes here, hitting that pawn. That's defended. And then I develop my knight. I guess I have to go for active play here. I can't take with the rook because I'll take his knight. If he takes with the knight, let's see, I can't really take there because he'll take the f-pawn. I don't want to give it up, so I'll just develop. He's hitting the b-pawn. How annoying. I guess I'll defend it. I still want to get a knight c6 and rook d8 and bring the other knight out. Once this knight is chased away, his a-pawn is hanging. But b6, that was a reluctant move, but I figured I shouldn't give up even more pawns. Anyway, we'll check out in the postmortem how that should have been played here. Because I think white got away with something he shouldn't have been able to. Okay, so when I play my rook here and the knight moves, where is he going? Here and here are covered. Here is possible, but can't really go anywhere from there. So probably back to b5 or c4. Okay, hits my knight. Okay, that takes away one of the squares from his knight. And I can still play rook to rook to d8 here. Knight can't go to b5 anymore and hit my a pawn, which was one of the things I was a little worried about. So it's all about getting my pieces active. So let's count. I'm actually not a pawn down. I was thinking I was a pawn down somehow. Yeah, I really have to go over that in the postmortem. So it's actually materially even. Materially even. So if I take on passant, then he can put his rook to this file, which is kind of annoying. If I jump in here, he can exchange my knight off. So I think going here makes sense. Comes with the threat of knight to f2. I still want to get in rook to d8. He's doing his best to keep me occupied, keep me from developing. I guess that's his strategy. Okay, so he defends f2. His knight can hop in here, hitting my bishop. Well, let's threaten his knight. Let's take a little bit of the initiative here. See how he's going to react to that. I don't see anything other than knight c5. Yeah, that's where he goes. It does cover some squares here, so it's not an unreasonable thing to do. If he moves his knight now, I can go here and fork the fork those rooks. Here, let's go here. I don't know. Maybe I want to trade rooks, but I wasn't sure. And if he trades, I want to take back with the rook, so I have control of the d file here. Yeah, maybe this is okay for me. Yeah. So he's establishing a bit of a pin on that file, isn't he? You know, it keeps my knight from coming into e3, I guess that is. So I take, he takes back with the rook probably. I bring my rook here. It's not leading to a whole lot, but it does, does it open up any squares for this knight? If he kicks the knight, oh, I can't kick the knight immediately. Do I have other plans? I can maybe play this knight here. I'm looking at it. Yeah, there's a couple of weak pawns here. He needs to defend the c-pawn, I guess. This one is defended. And maybe I can push into e3 somehow. Let's see. So if he defends the c-pawn, maybe I could play knight to c7, hitting the bishop. Doesn't have many good squares, right? Can't go here, has to go back. I could take the knight and mess up his c-pawns there. Might be interesting. Kier is thinking, I thought just king up. Maybe there's a problem with that. Or maybe he's looking for some more dynamic continuation. This knight is free to move now that f2 is not such a big threat anymore. Well, he moves that knight. Okay, so he gives up the pawn. Has he got a big threat here? Yeah, he's threatening to come in with a fork of the king and the rook. So let's take that knight off. And then I can take on c3. I guess he can trade. That's how he gets out of the fork here. I'm hitting his rook and his bishop. He trades. But I did just win a pawn here. And I'm hitting the bishop and his a-pawn. So there's still a bit of a fork there. Yeah, interesting game. You know, there's still tactics even after some of the material has gone off. Okay, so he stepped his bishop there. I can take the a-pawn now. I could try and round up this e-pawn. But, you know, the e-pawn is not going anywhere. He's going to play his knight possibly to one of these squares. I should probably just grab the a-pawn while I can. It just weakens his whole pawn structure here on the queen side. Now his b-pawn is weak. The knight can go to b4, hitting the bishop. See, I can play check. Hits the king, defends my rook. Excuse me. Didn't mean to touch that. So, rook here, check. If he comes to attack my rook, I can just take the pawn. If he goes to harass my knight, I can still take the pawn, right? That's interesting. He's bringing his king there. Maybe he's going to harass my rook somehow. He can play knight to... he can play knight to... yeah, knight to f4, hitting my bishop and my rook. But my bishop is defended. And my knight could come out on c3 or c1 if he plays rook to e3 to stop that. Yeah, I do have to worry about that knight getting trapped there, I guess. There's also some funny idea. Let's see, if he takes here and I take and then he pushes his pawn forward, he's threatening bishop here check, winning my knight, but I have time to step out of the check. So I don't think he can make that work. Yeah, he can't trap my knight. He can't force me to walk into that check. Good check first. Just move my king forward. Yeah, if he pushes the pawn, that's what I should do also. Just take on e5 there. Take that pawn. Okay, is there anything he's got? Yeah, I'm just up a bunch of material at this point. 4 pawns up. Soon to be 5 pawns up. He gets to push a pawn with tempo. Yeah, he resigned. It wasn't going to be enough. Anyway, interesting game. I will upload this and do a postmortem and see you guys later. Bye.